one-step equation. We have one-step equation. We have two-step equations. We have multiple others, steps equation after that, okay? One-step equation, that means what? That means if we have a problem like this one, a plus 4 equals to 10, and then we're going to solve for it, we actually need only one step in order to find the solution, okay? So the 4 problems that we have here, they're all going to go through the same kind of a system. All right, so we're going to solve it first, and then we're going to check our answer. So these are equations, and equations, a lot of times, how do you know that you're in front of equation? Is when you have an equal sign. You have an equal sign within these kind of terms. So A is a term, 4 is a term, 10 is another term on the other side. So now once you have signs in between them with the equal sign, that's how we recognize an equation. And to solve an equation, a lot of times depends on what we're solving for, what kind of variable we're solving for. So the variable could be X, Y, Z, and you guys know about that already. But in any case, we want to leave that variable alone. We want to leave it by itself. That's basically what we're trying to do. So if you want to leave A by itself on this side, so you have the left side of the equal sign, then you have the right side of the equal sign. So you want A to be left on the left side, meaning everything else on the left side have to be canceled, okay? They have to be canceled, and then they're going to work as a balance. So whatever you delete, cancel from one side, it has to go to the other side to make a balance, okay? So in any case, so this is A, and then that means we have to get rid of positive 4. We have to cancel positive 4 by doing what? The opposite of it. And the opposite of that is negative 4. So whatever we do on one side of the equal sign, we do the same thing on the other side as well. In other systems, depends on where you learn math from. You don't need to go through this step here. You automatically know that whenever this positive 4 is canceled from the left, it's already on the right side, okay? So you end up with A equals to 10 minus 4 is giving you 6. All right? So you end up with 6 for the A. So how do we check that? To check that, we go back to the original equation and then substitute A with 6. So that means the original equation, which is A plus 4 equals to 10. So that would give us what? 6 plus 4. And we want to know if both sides actually check out. They are balancing. Okay, do we have the same numbers on left and the right side? So 10 equals to 10. This checks out. This is a true statement. We call it also a true statement. Okay. So we have what we call a true statement, and then we have what we call a false statement. False statement is when both do not equal to each other. All right. So let's go for the second question here. So we have 9 plus C equals to 12. So you see how this one was A plus C. Now we can also have the number, which is a constant. All right. So the constant plus C equals to 12, which is the other constant on the other side. Okay. So we are solving also for C. So that means we want to leave C alone. To leave C alone, that means what? That means we have to cancel 9. Correct? So if you have to cancel 9, this is a positive 9. If there is no sign in front of the number, that means a positive sign. So we have to do negative 9 and negative 9. Remember, whatever we do on one side, we got to do the same thing on the other side. So we end up with C equals to 12 minus 9. We all know is equal to positive 3. So C equals to positive 3. Now because C equals to positive 3, we can check it as well. So let's go ahead and check it out. So to check it also, we always go back to the original equation, which is 9 plus C equals to 12. So that means what? It's going to be 9, and then C is 3 equals to 12. All right? So 9 plus 3 is 12. So this is a 12 plus 2 equals to 12. And then this also checks out. So this also is a true statement. So that means C is definitely equals to 3. All right? So this is how we deal with them. Let's go to the third question. So we have n minus 4 equals to 8. So now in this case, we have a minus sign in there, okay, which, make it another flavor in here, right? But The same step, the same concept. In math, you understand the concept, you're always good to go. All right? So that's what you need to search for first, understanding the concept. So m equals to 4, minus 4, sorry, equals to 8. So we want m by itself, right? So this is our target. If I want m by itself, what's going to happen? Negative 4 has to be canceled. Because it's negative 4, we do the opposite. That becomes what? Positive 4. So we do positive 4 both sides. And then m equals to positive 12. Now we can check that also out. Okay, so this is m. So check it out. This is going to give us, so we go back to original equation. So we're going to substitute m with 12. So that means we have 12 minus 4 equals to 8. And then these two, 8 equals to 8. This also checks out. We also have a true statement right there. Okay? So these are simple equation types, one-step equation. And these are the equations that we use when we are dealing with word problems, applications. All right, so we have videos on that. You can go back to those videos where we have word problems and see how we dealt with them, okay? So that you can see that this is the fundamental of what we do every single day, all right? So once we get to this one here, so t is what? So now we have 7 equals to t minus 5, correct? So this one, that means we have to get rid of 5 and then leave t by itself, okay? So leaving t by itself, that means what? That means we have to do plus 5 and plus 5. 5 crossed out. And then we have t equals to what? Which is equals to a 12. So it doesn't matter where we leave the variable. The variable can be left on the left side. It can be left on the right side. Doesn't really matter because it's the same thing. A equals to B, B equals to A. Same stuff. Okay? So this is t equals to 12. So we can also check this one here. So we go back to the original equation again, and then we have 7 equals to what? T, which is 12. We substitute that in there. So 7 equals to 12 minus 5 is 7. This also checks out. This is a true statement. Ladies and gentlemen, we are really going forward. Okay?